Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? This is Easy Things to Draw and I'm Enrique. This is the fourth book I'm recommending in the must-have art books that I have. I have a bunch of books in my bookshelf. It is kind of one of those things where I try to go back and check out every book, but there's definitely going to be some books that are sitting there never touched. There are some that I consistently go back to, always. Always as a reference guide, where I'm doing this certain project and I'm like, how do I do that? How do I get, into that mindset? How can I, do this particular thing? Where's that little tidbit? This is one of those books. This is Graphic LA. Let me show it to you. It's Graphic LA by Rob Ruppel. So the way I first heard about this book, this is like one of my most on the most recent kind of books that I discovered. I started seeing people I used to go to Art Center, right? Art Center of Design in LA. And so, I had to leave. I couldn't afford it anymore, so whatever. But I started seeing some of my classmates do these amazing backgrounds. Just amazing backgrounds, and I'm like, wow, who taught you how to do that? And they told me his name. His name was Robert Ruppel. Rob Ruppel. And maybe I'm pronouncing it totally wrong, but I was so amazed at his style, and I got his book, and this is, I think, one of the few books he has. I'm not sure if he has more, but I'm going to buy them. And he breaks down the kind of backgrounds and how to do backgrounds and settings so unbelievably good, so slow. Start with simple shapes, start with simple colors, start with this, and it goes through every little process here with very little writing, by the way, is in this book. There's very little writing, but it just you see it pictorially, you see it through pictures, and you see his sketch, and it has every little step. He starts with very, very simple blocks. He moves into those blocks, and then he starts shaping those out. And even though, like I said, there's very little writing, I get so much from this book. I get so much from this book, not just an inspiration, but just on a how-to. How did this guy do that? Because what I really don't like is when I see tutorials and it's that funny tutorial they have online when you draw a horse. You draw circle, circle, and then small details, right? And it's everything. I feel there's so many tutorials like that written, in picture form. But this one's not. This one goes through every tiny little tidbit, and not just that. The book's tiny. It's a really small book. It's like a square. I don't know exactly. I didn't measure the book, but if I had to guess, it's probably I don't know, 8 by 8 by 8 or something. Really good book. It's $24, I think, new, but on Amazon it is, I think, 15. But you got to look at it there. I know it's cheaper on Amazon. I'm gonna link it below in the comments. Every time you click on it and you buy it through there, I get a little bit of a kickback when you do that. But you don't have to do that. Just check it out. This, for me, is the essential kind of buildings book, backgrounds book. We want to do a realistic background because I am a character guy. So much of what I do is kind of okay, let's do the character, and the background's like an afterthought. I've always been like that. I always relate to drawing people, to drawing monsters, to drawing things that move around, things I can talk to, So I'm not a background guy, and this book is, for me, really essential because it really gets me excited about backgrounds. And these are not sci-fi backgrounds either. These are realistic things. He did it from real life, a lot of these, or you do it from photo. But that teaches you how to do regular backgrounds so that you can learn it, internalize it, and then create science fiction backgrounds if that's your thing. I've never seen any other book break it down this easy, at least through picture format. I recommend this book super highly, and like I said, it's pretty recent in my Grab It Constantly book, always in my bag. I always have a few books in my bag. This is always one of the books in my bag because I can look at it anytime I want. Breaks it down easily. Really, this is my essential buildings book. My, buildings and what was it, like grass, mountains, all that stuff. This is it. This is one of them, at least. I'll show you the other one later. But let me see how many pages there are. I always do that. There is 140 pages about, roughly. 143 pages exactly. Really small, easy to carry. Easy to carry is a big thing for me, by the way. I'm going to ramble a little bit. Having it easily on you is such a big deal. I've had like some books that are way too freaking weird. You know what I mean? They're hardcover and they're all like they're all giant and weird. You know what I mean? And I can't shove it in my bag over here, or you know what I mean? I can't really. It's not good. It's not accessible. I hate that. And that's such a big thing for me for like books I carry around because I go to coffee shops a lot and I work. So that's a huge deal for me. So, anyways, this is one other reason why I carry it around. Check it out. If you have any books that you want to recommend on backgrounds or buildings or things of that sort, that is my weakness. Please post it in the comments below, and so we can all kind of share and bask in it. And maybe it will be one of my favorite books. Maybe I'll recommend it here one day. But write it, guys. I don't see a lot of recommendations. Write down books that you like. It doesn't matter what it is. Thank you, guys. I will see you next time.
Thank you.